Hey everybody, you might be wondering, why am I in Halloween Town? It's because of this room right here. So, when I went through this area the first time, I completely forgot about this room. This room right here is annoying. So there's a few items in here that I completely missed. They're important, like that. That right there is the last of the Dalmatians. And I was thinking that it was that it was actually a different one that I was missing. I thought it was the completely missable one in the boss room that, as you can tell, is no longer there. So, but it turns out that in the final mix version, it was actually moved to a different room. So I am relieved. That is nice. So how about we actually go back and we start talking about some of the things I've done. First off, I've been grinding. Not really with money or levels, but rooms. This room right here in particular is one of the most annoying. I've had to go in and out of this room for a good half an hour to get the white mushrooms to spawn, because this is one of the only places in which you can get one of the arts. I can go over the arts really quickly as we're traveling. 1 second. There it is. Okay, so you can basically get the arts in several different places, but specific arts are slightly different. Here, let me turn the volume back up a little bit. Okay, so you can get them in the Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder ones in any location that you really want. You could even go to the end of the world and grind there if you are so determined. I think the only place that you can't is Neverland. There actually isn't a spot for them to appear. Neither is Monstro, I think. Yeah. Olympus Coliseum has them, but they don't drop anything. Wonderland is one of the best places to get it because it's right outside of the save spot. Deep Jungle, you can get the Cure arts. Agrabah, you can get the Gravity arts. That room I just showed off in Halloween Town, you can get the Arrow arts. In Atlantica, you can get the Stop arts. That's what it was. There's a few other things I need to get as well. Besides that, I'm gonna turn the volume back down a little bit. But at the end of the day, like, it's all dependent on if you actually have them. I'll just come here to show it off. So, after 45 minutes of struggling, I now have one of each art. And what you do with them is that you take them and you bring them to Merlin. You're becoming a real sorcerer. Here's something for your effort. The Dream Shield. To the cavern. So, you might be wondering what the Dream Shield is. It's the shield from the beginning of the game. It raises your MP by 2, but it has, like, no strength. I'll just keep using the Mighty Shield. Okay, so... But yeah, that's all the struggle for getting those arts. That's all what it was building up to. We're gonna quickly jump up here. The red room. By the way, the red room is where the white mushrooms show up, but I think that might actually have been changed in different versions. Here, let me yeah, it's like They'll stop appearing by the time that you hit Agrabah. The reason why I came to this room is actually for this. This clock can move. If you position yourself right there, and they keep scrolling it over to 7 o'clock, a mithril will appear. I actually found this out myself while I was grinding, so I didn't actually have the time to show it off. But I also found the one that's inside the sunken ship, which is while I was finding the stop arts. So now I have 14 mithril. That's gonna come in handy. But yeah, I've basically been grinding, getting some money, doing all that type of stuff. Mostly so I can get that last item, the last gun item. Now that I have all of the Dalmatians, I can actually come into here. Just put that away. Show off what you get for getting 100% or 101%. It's weird to think that these all have names. Every single one of them has a different, distinct name. Obtain the power of wind. Arora has been upgraded to Aroga. You have completed the gummy. Whew. Isn't that fun? Oh. I completely forgot I could press a triangle. Right there. Oh, it is there. I can show this off really quickly. I'm gonna probably die doing it, but... Okay. Now 3 will appear. What the? Got it! Power Stone. Okay. So, that Power Stone... I'm so glad I showed that off on camera. You actually need a few of them for synthesis items, and we might as well go into the synthesis to show it off, but that Power Stone, you need a few of them. For several stuff. So I might as well go through the 4 things I'm currently missing. I'm missing a Fury Stone, which I can quickly look up. I can quickly look up where you get all these things. I always forget how to spell synthesis. Yeah, to get the last few items, I need to actually make everything on this list. Okay, let's see. Going from the top. XP earring. I need... I have enough for everything else, but I'm gonna go over what you actually... how you actually get every individual thing. So, Fury Stones. These ones are actually kind of interesting. You have to use you have to get what are known as Gigas Shadows. They're in Wonderland. A very rare chance of them spawning in the room in which you grow and shrink. If you are regular sized, so if you're big in that area, they would normally be regular sized shadows, but since they're small, they're giant shadows, and they only will appear there. Serenity powers. You're gonna need to use stop on the pink Agaricus to and then rack up somewhere between 40 and 100 hits to even remotely be able to spawn a chance of it. And I'm gonna need to do that later, like around the time that I am done with the Olympus Coliseum. I got enough dark matter, I got enough power stones, mithril stones. Might be wrong though, I might need to get a few more. I definitely know I need more blazing stones. Blazing stones you get from the... There are special enemies in Final Mix that appear in each area. I've already shown off Self Soldiers, and I just showed off what the Sniper Wilds do. Giga Shadows drop the Fury Stones. The Chimera in Halloween Town drops the Blazing Stone. Frost Stone is dropped by the Grand Ghost that appears in Monstro. And the Lightning Stone comes from the Black Ballades, which are in Deep Jungle. What's the other thing? And more Fury Stones, so I basically need 2 of those. A few more of the other things. Lucid Crystals. You mostly get them from Wyverns. Whatever. And that's basically where you're gonna find the majority of them. And again, Blazing Stones, Frost Stones, I need a few of those. I'm not gonna actually get everything. Instead, I'm actually gonna go fight the final boss now, underpowered. Like, I'm probably gonna level myself up, like, probably 1 or 2 more times in the process of grinding enough money to get the final item. But that's basically it. Next episode, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fight the final boss. It's gonna be a pretty long episode. This episode by itself, I have re-recorded 3 times because I remember that I needed to add some more things to it. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.